Why would any rock band that hasn't been involved in a serious crime be hated? When you look at rock bands of the 60s, 70s, 80s, it doesn't matter. You find lots of talent to not a lot of talent. But you also find some hate with most. The most hate I've seen for a band with a lot of talent has to be Stryper, with quotes like, "You're not making Christianity better, you're making rock and roll worse." Hank Hill on Christian rock, and an actual quote by sleazegrinder classic rock, loudersound.com. "The squares are going to church and getting haircuts so you get pentagram tattoos and form a black metal band. That's how youth revolt works, man, and that's why Stryper was such a fucking bummer. While their lyrics were not about sex, drugs, and all that, but their musicianship shouldn't be ignored, these guys were extremely talented, and still are. They're still touring, and while some of my rock heroes can't sing anymore, or play anymore, and some are sadly gone already, these guys still sound as good as they did in the 80s, which is amazing to me. Although I temporarily lost hearing in my right ear, I and many others stood loving every note we were hearing. The band was mostly still all original, except for the bass player, which had changed and now included the bass player from Firehouse. The lead singer and guitarist, Micheal Sweet, was hoarse when he spoke, having a cold or allergy-type problem, but still sang and hit every extremely high note during the performance. Micheal Sweet said during an interview that in the heydays, I'm guessing especially during the Heaven and Hell tour with Motley Crue, he said while performing he had been spit on so much that he had trouble holding his guitar pick. Thankfully, they don't see that kind of hate these days. If you ever have a chance to see these guys, you should take it. They're pretty down to earth and definitely can rock.